Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for April 11th through the 17th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cappy. Okay, the overall energy for the reading, the Hierophant. For some reason for you today with this one, I kind of get a sense of alignment, a sense of self-alignment big time. Like really kind of everything matching from the inside to the outside kind of an energy, even though this talks about commitment or, you know, spiritual beliefs, spiritual depth. But for you today, this is what I'm getting with this one. In the recent past, the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. That's interesting. I mean, normally I would go with this one in the direction of, oh, reconciliation. You probably tried, you know, you were open to it. You were, it was kind of self-sabotaging. It could be that. It almost feels like you were embracing to put something together, something that wasn't necessarily fitting for you. You were quite open to, you know, kind of chasing that, like, I want that, or I want that, or I want that for myself, or that, or that, or that. Now the Five of Swords is there, which is kind of, again, going back to that alignment to self. Kind of feels like you stopped chasing that, but you were doing that in the past, where you were possibly choosing things for yourself, thinking that this is good for me, this is, you know, and it wasn't necessarily, or it didn't turn out to be that, to be, not that it wasn't good, but it wasn't aligned with you. Not necessarily. Now, in the current situation, the Temperance card, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, there's a whole lot of self-care, kind of an energy that comes into play. And I feel like you've been doing it for a while, you're still doing it. For some reason, there's some difficulty right now tied up to that. I don't see it stopping you. I just see you having a little bit of a hard time here and there with it. In the immediate future, the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, the Page of Wands. Ooh, this is nice. There's something that shows up in terms of possibly a connection for some of you. For others, again, that element that feels this is right for me. Remember in the past where you were chasing someone or something that wasn't necessarily matching you, the best thing for you? Well, now it's showing up in the immediate future. There's a sense of attraction on the surface that I feel like it will allow you to recognize it when it does come in, because it's probably going to start feeling like, oh my God, so freaking intense. I do see a little bit of a drop in energy, which kind of signals to me like, you know, things may settle down. In the beginning, it may feel like, ooh, but then it feels like things are starting to settle down. Not that it makes it, oh my God, this is not it. It's just, that's how energies work, right? They put you up there and then it's like, okay, grounded, you know, easy. So let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me see the Hierophant. The Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Moon. You're scared. You're scared of this place. Because I feel like you're reaching that depth of you, basically, you know? But something about it terrifies you. It's like, how the hell do I trust this 100%? Like, I can trust it. Yeah, no problem. For a split second, though. And then I gotta go back to reality, to, you know, hanging on to something concrete. I can't really trust nothing, you know, something that I don't see. There's definitely a huge ass fear tied up to this aspect of trusting yourself that you're there, you know, you're in full alignment with who you truly are, what you're seeking, your purpose in life, if you want. And it may not be this exact thing in front of you, but whatever it is in front of you, it's going to lead you that way. It's just a matter of, again, fully trusting. And that sense of trusting, there's a fear behind it, you know? And I feel like a lot of the times, most times, you don't even notice that fear because the moon is there. And the moon does a great job at hiding things, especially fears. The energy of the moon. Let me see. Let's see the Three of Cups in the recent past. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's hanging on to that something. Again, something you can see, something you can touch, something, even though maybe at times it wasn't right and it didn't feel right, it was still there. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, let's go back to comfortable. Again, with the sense of, and I feel like with the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, you started to notice the ways in which you were kind of fooling yourself with that, you know? Because I see a back and forth. I see you trying to detach from something because it doesn't feel right, but because it's so comfortable, you know, keeping on going back to it. Again, Page of Pentacles kind of lets me know that, okay, you started to at least notice it. Now let's see the Five of Swords. Interesting. The King of Wands, the Empress, the Two of Cups. Now you show up with the Queen of Wands in the immediate future. That's the perfect match to the King of Wands, right? So there's, it's like you're picturing or you're painting this story tied up to these kinds of things that felt, you're painting this story that, no, you know what? Maybe it doesn't feel like this now. Maybe it's gonna. We'll wait until it's gonna. So let's go back to it. Let's give it another chance. Maybe it's gonna feel like it matches, like it's good for me. And that is tied up not only to love, even though love does show up predominantly here. It's not tied up only to that. It's basically, well, it could cover pretty much every aspect of your life, you know? So, again, I see you recognizing what you're telling yourself about these things that didn't match, you know, where it's like, we'll wait for it. We'll give it another chance, and another chance, and another chance until it starts showing up. And that tells me that you weren't hoping necessarily for something to start matching you all of a sudden. That's a sense of control. You were hoping for it, or expectation. You were hoping for it to become what you wanted, you know. If it wasn't, it wasn't. But again, I'm glad the Page of Pentacles is there to save the day. Let's do the Temperance card in the current situation. Whew. King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups. This is a beautiful alignment, especially with your emotions, with what you feel about, again, could be a person, could be things in general, could be life, in the way that you're starting to feel, to look at things. And I feel like it took you a while to get here, to open up from this space and actually acknowledge everything that surrounds you from that space, instead of being all logical all the time, all, you know, there's a sense of alignment. But again, the way the reading started, you have that little fear, little big fear, attached to this place. Like, it feels good, it feels nice, it's like, oh my god, I'm there. But you're also scared of it, of being there, of trusting, you know, trusting yourself in that space. Let's do the Ten of Wands. Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, Knight of Wands. Interesting. Because that same energy from the past, which again, I don't necessarily tie it up to a connection, even though it could be. For some of you, it's a general kind of an energy of attachment to something that, at least in the past, it wasn't right for you. Now, in the current situation, it's shown up a little different. It's shown up under that equal give and take, under that exchange of energy. It's shown up as, you know, you being drawn to it from your emotions rather than, let me go back to it because it's comfy, and, you know, a sense of, I don't know anything else, so I'll just choose this. or I don't trust anything else, so I'll just choose this. So it's starting to shape up a little different these days, apparently, where you're following how you feel. You know, you're allowing yourself to feel the direction of this, the direction of you towards this. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles. With the Ten of Wands there, I still get a little bit of a sense of difficulty when it comes to that, allowing yourself to feel and then follow that, you know. But with the Queen of Pentacles, also, it's here, that sense of self-care, that sense of putting yourself first and kind of starting to trust yourself a little more when it comes to the choices you make. For the Queen of Pentacles, you get the Strength card, the Justice, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, again, as I said, a little difficult for now, for some reason. But you still get to the end goal of that, of what the Queen of Pentacles represents in this case, which is self-care, self-love. So even though at times it may be bumpy, you know, here and there, you still get there. You're still doing it. Nice. Let's do the Queen of Wands in the immediate future. Three of Swords, Five of Wands, Four of Swords. So you're showing me a sense of confidence, a sense of, I've got this. And then the next thing you're showing me is fighting with yourself over it. Kind of like, no, you don't. Come on. When did you ever? How can you say you got this? Because you don't. That's your fear. That's your fear trying to not allow you to trust yourself when you say that. That's when it's lurking out from that, you know, from under that moon, from under that shadow. So I see a little bit of fighting with yourself over that, when in fact the energy is pretty much clear. That of confidence, that of, hey, who, me? You know, feeling that intensely that you have this, and then all of the fighting that happens around that. But with the Four of Swords, I see you healing that. When did you give away your confidence? That would be my question to you. When did you give it away? And no, don't say somebody took it. We give it. Let's do the Lovers. Nobody takes anything from us without us allowing it to happen. So, you know, we can blame and point fingers all we want. It's usually us. For the Lovers in the immediate future, the Temperance, the Star, the Ten of Pentacles. That's what it is. So I don't see necessarily this Lovers as, you know, that, oh my God, that connection is coming. Get out of the way. Make room. It's coming. I don't see it as that necessarily, just like I didn't see the Hierophant as commitment necessarily. It could be a commitment, but a commitment to something that almost like you're stepping onto your life's purpose path, almost. You know, there's that sense of full alignment with something, and it's coming in and it's responding. Just because you're responding, because you're open to receive it, the energy is going to come. Some energy that matches you is going to bring you stability, and it's looking like it's something that you may really probably not want from a conscious level, but something that your soul desires, something that you're actually needing, you know. Something that's best for you. So I don't know. Again, for some of you, it could be that connection of a lifetime. For others, it could be just that sense of alignment with your true self. Let's do the Page of Wands, which is going to open the door to lots of things. Page of Wands, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Seven of Swords, and then comes that fear. Take care of that fear. Take care of that fear of not being able to make it, not trusting yourself. You know, it's there, and it's coming from here, which I see it coming in slightly as a little bit of a conflict with yourself, and then kind of, if you let it take over, it will take over, instead of you just going in it and seeing what it's about, where it came from, you know, all of that. I see it's starting slowly but surely to take over, and there goes your sense of confidence from the Queen of Wands to the Page of Wands. Because of this, you know, a sense of failure, a fear of failure, and then stagnation around it, because it's like, well, I'm not going to move further because I'm going to fail. And then just eventually pulling away altogether from something that, again, aligns fully with your life, your purpose, you. So it's a matter of trusting fully and figuring out where the hell this lack of confidence comes from, where this fear is coming from, that you're going to fail. Because it's coming from somewhere. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. The Star, the Ace of Wands, the Strength card. Okay, yeah, I get it. It's difficult. You are heading in the direction of this star that showed up here, right? The whole sense of aligning with yourself, your life, your everything that comes together in a beautiful way. You're heading in that direction. The Ace of Wands is a lot of determination to go there, to get it. And the Strength card showed up, tied up to that process of self-care, which in that somewhere, go figure out who the hell took your confidence away from you. You know, again, not that they took it, who'd you give it to? That's the best question. So, and that is tied up to your own fear of failure, of abandonment, of all sorts of things. So it's gonna go there. It's gonna spiral you in that direction somewhere. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.